Quiet, folks. Roll, please.
Just move them a little bit to your right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd describe Hawthorne as a different take on an old story, which is a medical drama.
Hawthorne is a show about nurses.
We found that most shows revolve around the 5 minutes that a doctor spends with the patients.
Oh, just in case you're wondering, this here's patient Sharp. You probably wouldn't recognize him because you were too busy when you blew through your rounds this morning.
This is about the other 23 hours, 55 minutes.
You think the doctors or the bosses or the CEOs, the nurses really keep the glue together and make that whole enterprise work.
You needed something else, Dolores.
I can't figure out how to work the pay-per-view.
Jada Pinkett Smith's character, Christina, is caught in the middle.
Whose side are you on?
Right now, the patients.
She cares about her patients more than anybody else. She's a great patient advocate. She is kind, she is warm, she is gentle. And then there's like ferocious Christina.
One of my strengths is that I'm just absolutely relentless. You will not stop me. It's going to get done, or I'm dead.
That's it. I'm calling it. Time of death is 4:12.
No, wait.
Have you lost your mind?
Charge to 300.
Christina!
You can't die on me.
Come on. Come on!
Christina, he's gone.
He's back. You ready to call time of death now, doctor?
Her work is so lovely to watch because it's intensely complicated emotions portrayed really simply, and that's really hard to do.
Please don't let me make you late for your shift, because then I won't have a reason to scream at you. Bobby has that same drive, but she knows her boundaries.
So I think it's her purpose in nursing to give patients a sense of dignity.
My character is an oncologist. I'm actually chief of surgery at Richmond Trinity.
He is an excellent doctor, knows what's right for his patients, and a lot of times he butts heads against Christina over how best to serve those patients.
You were way out of bounds, Christina.
Drayton seemed fine with it.
And maybe it's because you sided with him.
Or maybe because I'm right.
Ray is a male nurse.
Blood sugar's 225. 6 units seems high to me. His gift is being a nurse, because he's a really compassionate guy. He works really hard.
And the fact that he's a male nurse makes him somewhat of an anomaly in this medical center, so I think that's a dilemma that he's trying to resolve.
Oh.
And we're done. And thanks again for serving our country.
Candy is competent, she's very good at her job, but she has some secrets.
She has her very own kind of rule book, but her own code will lead her to do things that are definitely inappropriate as far as the law of nursing goes.
Am I gonna cry every day?
Probably.
Okay.
Kelly is the newest nurse on the floor. She did everything by the book in school, and she is not prepared for real life.
We're actually shooting Hawthorne in Los Angeles in Daniel Freeman Medical Center. It's a hospital that was shut down 2 to 3 years ago. So our ICU, our emergency room, everything you see on the show is completely authentic.
Hospitals are the most actually dramatic places. They're so real. It's obviously birth, life, death. Everything is right here in this building.
There are people in the world who will extend themselves in ways that you could never imagine for you, whether they know you or not.
Christina, I want to live.
Every day that Christine is in the hospital, she tries her best to be the hero in her own story. And I just hope it inspires people that watch to understand that every single individual who watches this program has that power as well.
Sign me up.
Me too.
Done.
Jada Pinkett Smith is Hawthorne, Tuesdays at 9, only on TNT.